It's Cup final day, and not in any competition, but the Middlesex Senior Challenge Cup. A warm welcome to Hanwell Town, where we don't see fans wearing black and white, although do see supporters of both Hayes and Yeading, as well as Harrow Borough. It's a different kind of makeup from last year's final that saw Barnet beat Brentford B to the crown, but this time round it's two Premier Division South sides up head-to-head for the most prestigious trophy in the county. I'm your commentator, Tyler Morris, taking you through all the action as the teams are out and we're almost set and ready to go. Kick-off due in about 5 minutes' time. So let's take you through the team, starting off with the supposed home side this evening, both Hayes and Yeading. Jack Smith starts in goal. The back four looks of Cole Brown, Reece Cole, Wiltshire and Werner Ellie. And then it's Paul Field and Jalla sitting in the two deep positions of midfield. Nasha out on the right, Milts out on the left. And top goal scorer this season, Emmanuel, who starts up top. And then for the away side, or technical away side this evening, it's Jacob Knightsbridge, who's on loan from West Ham United, who starts in goal. The back four is Billa, Ikarusi, Hart and Adenola. It's Nado alongside Leonard in the deeper part of midfield, with Oloki in the centre behind the striker of Chuku up top for Harrow Borough. So we are almost set and ready. The players walked past the trophy just as they were coming out from the tunnel. As it's two sides who have played each other twice already in the league. It was a 2-2 draw most recently. That was on the 2nd of January. 90th minute, Hayes and Yeading goal denied Harrow victory. But what will happen in the third meeting between these sides this season? Potentially the most important being the Cup final and the Senior Challenge Cup final as well. So all we wait for is the referee to get set. The referee this evening, who is Fadi Mansour. He will blow his whistle and get us underway in about a couple of minutes' time. It's 23 teams that entered this competition. There's been 79 goals so far in this competition. We've had a final almost every year since 1888. It's an old, historic competition. But what does the latest chapter hold? So here come the captains to the centre, we'd imagine, in a moment. You might have just heard over the tannoy about if it is level after 90 minutes, it will go straight to penalties, which is exactly what happened in last year's final between Barnet and Brentford B. It was Barnet who won on penalties last time round. But Brentford B were beaten in the semi-final by Hayes and Yeading to book them the place here in the final this evening. So straight away, as part of the captains, we see Emmanuel starting to the left of the officials. He's had a fantastic goal-scoring season, 27 goals in the league. As of this week, was also voted the Supporters Player of the Year. And if he does score tonight, he'll only add to what's been a fantastic season personally for him. But first, the sides will switch sides. And you've got to feel bad for those goalkeepers whenever this does take place. There's Jacob Knightsbridge just running across on the left-hand side of your screen. But it will be Harrow who will get us underway for the final. They're in the all red, Hayes and Yeading in the all white. As it's Billy Leonard who stands over the ball, ready for kickoff. So away we go for the latest edition of the Cup final. We are in West London. And straight away it's pinball really in the centre. As Hayes and Yeading get their first little bit of control possession. That was Jack Smith going long. It's good tracking back this time from the attacker, Emmanuel, doing somewhat his defensive work. This is James trying to work his way around the outside. It was well covered though by Billa. Now first tussle for Chaku up top for Harrow, but one which he isn't successful in. Domestically for these two sides, it is Hayes and Yeading who I guess would be the favourite coming into this, currently sitting 7th in the table. It's in the Premier Division South, compared to Harrow this evening, who are 19th in the league. But of course in the Cup and in the Cup final, form really goes out the window. At the moment neither side getting a set spell of possession. It will be Hayes and Yeading who get themselves a throw. A good noise, particularly to our left from the Hayes and Yeading support, but they might be silenced here as Harrow coming forward for the first time, and it was almost the perfect start for the side in red. Did take a deflection, it will be a corner. It's taken only a couple of minutes for the number 9, Chukwu, to get his shot away, and it was almost deadly. So here comes the first corner of the evening. Right towards the centre of the penalty area. Hayes and Yeading do eventually get it clear. I might do more than that on the break now, as James will go long, and a bit too long with the early ball. This is a first touch for Jacob Knightsbridge, the young goalkeeper on loan from West Ham, whose academy side are in their own cup final, the FA Youth Cup final. So he won't feel like he's missing out by playing here this evening. So the flag is up, despite Harrow playing on. It's a nice noise, a nice feel around the ground. As the sun sets in West London. As Harrow go along towards the far side. Villa at the moment struggling to find an option in red. Usually that means you'll go up the line and see what the number 3 decides. We'll have a second go. Harrow looking to build on that early momentum, and the strike which almost found the top corner just a moment ago. Kabusi driving forward, down he goes, but it's the free kick that goes the other way. Maybe Hayes and Yeading, who haven't had much of the ball so far, might enjoy a bit of a spell of possession now. So continue with the throw right in front of us. Hart goes long for Harrow. It was Leonard who went down, and it's Leonard who's won his side the free kick. Not a bad position this for Harrow. They've already had one chance to get the ball into the penalty area from the early corner. What can they do from this free kick, same side? I think the referee's just struggling to get that wall to move back a little. So will it be the man who won it, Leonard, to take? The quick answer is no. He's now moved away. So Billa will deliver. Go towards that back post, but go too close to Jack Smith. Just slows things down for the side in white. This time it's a foul from Harrow. Just too short the ball forward for Emmanuel to really challenge. .50-50 in the centre, but Hayes and Yeading do take it down now. Paul Field. Emmanuel went for the early ball in behind, couldn't quite connect. Here come Harrow on the far side now. And a chance to get the ball into the penalty area. That was important defending. It was Wiltshire who was there. So for the third time, it's a chance for Harrow to deliver the ball into the Hayes and Yeading box. Leonard will take this time. So we're approaching 8 minutes played. It's a ball that goes deep, but once again goes too close to the goalkeeper. And Jack Smith again strong to claim. Jalla. Harrow pressing high. It's Field. Moves it along. This is Wiltshire. Just took a little bit too long. And here come Harrow, and it was a nice little attempt forward. Not quite on the execution. Noel Williams couldn't quite get there in time. Wiltshire this time not taking any chances and going long for Hayes and Yeading, who might have their first break forward here with James. As James looks to go early. Second time round, can't quite find an angle to deliver. And so the referee does wave away any chances of a foul. I think he's got it right on first viewing and on second viewing. Pressure on the young goalkeeper from the Crowd just behind. So it goes for a Yeading throw. Here's James. Couldn't quite get it under control. Moko now. He's done well to keep it under pressure. And fire it out to the far side too. Billa. Leonard. That was Cole Brown defending there for Yeading. Looks like they might go for the long throw approach here, Harrow. As I say that. Here is Billa. Will he go long into the penalty area? Couldn't quite find the angle. Harrow will recycle. And perhaps did choose the wrong time to try and attack the Yeading goal. Here's James. He's done well to move it across towards Wiltshire. That's too far away from Emmanuel, and Hart now picks it up for Harrow. Jacob Knightsbridge had to be quick. Does find Billa. It was a good turn by Billa, despite the claims that he didn't keep it in play. Billa will go early too. This could be a chance now for Harrow. Well defended in there. Now Emmanuel. Usually when a striker hasn't been too involved, you'll see them drop deep and try and help out defensively if they can. Try and make something for themselves. Here he is again, Emmanuel. Falls back and then all the way back. It's a great ball in behind onto this near side. As here's James, he's going to think about a shot. Right decision to take it, not the right execution, that's for sure. But it's the first we've really seen from on a offensive point of view from Yeading. Knightsbridge just taking his time. And we'll go towards this near side. Harrow trying to press as high up as they can. The throw is given to Yeading. Mako winning the initial header. He's now up to press. Manuel very outnumbered. That's why he couldn't get the ball for Hayes and Yeading initially, but they look to come forward now with James. Now this could be a chance on the near side. The low ball into the penalty area. Hayes and Yeading still looking to come forward. There's the shooting opportunity, and there is the first goal. Their first attempt on target in 15 minutes that we've played so far. But it was worth the wait, as it's the opening goal. Although, an opening goal that's disallowed. Is there an offside perhaps somewhere? I wonder if it just took a deflection. Was it maybe blocking the sight of Jacob Knightsbridge? That's why it's not counted. I just wonder if you look at the number 8 of Jalla, was he blocking the view of the goalkeeper perhaps? Was that why the linesman, I think the fans have their view of it. Jacob Knightsbridge, who I think would be a little disappointed that he wasn't able to make the save. Feel a little bit more relieved now that it has been disallowed. Wiltshire put under pressure. Chukwa now for Harrow. Move it across to this near side. Omoka looks to go round the outside. And in the end, it was the lack of quality from the ball in from Adenola. So the play, or continues to play, will just be delayed. And the medics from the far side have been called on. Let's look at the disallowed goal again. The thing that I'm interested to see was how quickly after the ball went into the back of the net was the flag up from the linesman. And was there any real interfering? Was there a deflection? I don't think so. But you can see the flag's gone straight up. I think it's a very frustrating one, to be honest, from a Hayes and Yeading point of view, to see a goal disallowed for that. Thought might be more disappointing as if they're forced into an early substitution. So with almost 20 gone, we'll be able to resume again. So Jack Smith will go long for Hayes and Yeading. Not quite long enough was what he would have hoped for. And I think Harrow will take that in terms of an easy way to regain the possession. That was Wiltshire there for Aizen Yeading. So here come Harrow. Adenola. Trying to find an angle around the outside. They will win his side a corner. As the count is stacking up now, that's the third corner for Harrow. At the moment, all they've really provided is catching practice for Jack Smith. They'll look to change that here, though. So it goes deep towards the back post. Here's Biller. And they'll go early towards Emmanuel. The flag is up. Any potential breakaway ended early by the linesman on the far side. Sonny Hart will leave it for Knightsbridge. He will now return it to Sonny Hart. And too much on the long ball towards Marco. Field. Mocha picks it up for Harrow. A chance for the number 7 to drive forward. Chakwa now goes for the early ball. Not too far. Best we've seen from Harrow for a little while. Still yet to test Jack Smith. Might have had him worried for a split second there. They're up to win it high again. And this could be a chance for Leonard. Just taken off of him before he could get his shot away. Biller just too slow with it. And Aizen Yeading will have the free kick. So halfway through the first half, a disallowed goal, a couple of chances for either side. Wiltshire did well under pressure. Miles was brought down. And he goes towards Wiltshire. Does manage to bring it down for a teammate. That was good play. This could be a chance to get the ball into the penalty area. Deep it goes, just too deep. And from one number 3 to another, here's Biller. Hart. Okay, will chase. It was Field who was comfortable. James. Was he pulled? Yes, says the referee. Fouled by Hart. Longer goes towards the back post. Manuel trying to keep things alive in there. It's smashed away by Noel Williams. And it was well won first. Harrow will play advantage. Lottery just struggling initially, but doing superbly second time round as on he goes and wins a corner. Fantastic work there from the number 10. How about that for skill on the far side? Which he did well to stop the cross. That's a better looking ball. Villa will go early towards the penalty area again. That was Emmanuel tussling and Emmanuel winning his side the free kick. No delay to get on with it. Jalla. We know he wants to get it onto his right foot. What a ball and what a goal. One that would count this time round. And it's Hayes and Yeading who take the lead in the cup final.
Hayes and Yeading's first goal of the game was scored by number 18, Reece Cole.
Reece Cole waiting at that back post. And if it was meant as a cross from Jalla, then it was superb. Made it easy for Reece Cole, who got the vital touch. And Hayes and Yeading lead the cup final. They did beat Harrow right at the start of the season. A 2-1 victory away from home. That was in August. Right at the end of last summer. And heading towards the next summer, it is Hayes and Yeading who make the brighter of the start in terms of the goals, leading now by a goal to nil. Let's see how Harrow can respond. And as the temperature's cooled down off the pitch, the first bit of heat on the field. A little bit of work for the referee to do now. Before the Harrow free kick. So we are approaching half an hour into the contest. A flat ball into the penalty area. Wiltshire gets it away. It's a great header on towards James there. And what a ball that was towards the far side. Cole Brown, and he'll chase it again. And there's complaints of handball, and the handball's given just on the edge of the penalty area. The arm was out. It wasn't too much that Akabusi could have done about it. So what can the side in white do with their first attempt since taking the lead? Half an hour gone in the final. Ball goes high towards the back post, and there's the second. Double trouble. 2 goals in 2 minutes, and Hayes and Yeading are in firm control of the final now. Wiltshire rose highest and heads Hayes and Yeading into a 2-goal advantage now. What a couple of minutes for the side in white. Leonard gets Harrow underway again, and Harrow needs to make sure they don't crumble away because James is coming forward again. Chakwi couldn't quite get there first with the header. It was a defensive header that time from Wiltshire. And Harrow couldn't quite keep the ball in their grasp. This is Field. Harrow still happy to press up high, but you can see the confidence now from Hayes and Yeading on the ball, even under pressure deep in their own half. Wasn't the best touch from Leonard. This is James. Leonard able to recover. What about this for a dart forward from the centre-back? Noel Williams. And the wrong side of the net. Did leave Jack Smith worried for a split second. Wiltshire. Cole's ball forward initially. Here's Emmanuel. The surprising thing is that he's not on the score sheet despite his side being 2 goals up. This is Adenola. Couldn't find any forward option. Unlike Hart there. Moko takes it away from his teammate, but keeps the ball for his side. And no advantage played, but Hayes and Yeading do still break out with the ball. They can't keep it. Akabusi. Villa now plays it down the line. And this time the free kick is given. Not too dissimilar from what we saw just a moment ago. So it goes from Brown. Chakwa. Noel Williams will go early for the number 9, and the keeper comes out. Chance for Chakwa, and a chance that he can't take. It's the best opportunity that Harrow have created. A fine ball forward from Noel Williams. I think that touch there just took the number 9 too far out wide. Off balance and off target. And what's worse is that some kind of issue to his hamstring as well. we'll just add to the stoppage time in about 10 minutes' time. And just see from both teams, particularly Hayes and Yeading at the moment, just having a few words with their manager, Paul Hughes. So it's been some cup finals so far, 2 goals in the first half, 1 disallowed as well. Despite the scoreline, there has been chances for either side, like that from Chuckwood just a moment ago. I wonder if there is going to be a change. See Chuckwood just struggling on that far side. He's walking just about okay. So no, there is going to be a change. Looks like it's James Edmonton. Is that perhaps coming on?
Substitution for Harrow Borough coming off the pitch. Number 9, Untitled Chapter, who will be replaced by number 12, James Yeading.
As James Inwinton comes on, it's James on the ball for Hayes and Yeading, but not for long. So here comes Niall Williams. Goes for the low ball into the penalty area. This could be a chance for Harrow. Couldn't quite get the shot away. And now Emmanuel. Field. Nice play to find the first of the goal scorers. Reece Cole. Couldn't find James. And it's not the first time we've seen that this evening. Julla for Field. Here's Emmanuel. Dropping deep for Hayes and Yeading. And that's just outside the penalty area. But it might be a little bit more than just the free kick given. The first yellow card of the final. A strong challenge, that's for sure. And Billa in the book. So it was a goal from a set piece from this kind of situation about 10 minutes ago. And with half that time left in the first half, can Hayes and Yeading get a third and really take it away from Harrow? It's a similar kind of ball, but not the same outcome. Almost a second for Wiltshire. Flashed across the face of the goal. I think Knightsbridge had his heart in his mouth for a moment. Longer goes from Knightsbridge. Wiltshire again up first. That was Hart clearing it away and finding a teammate too. Moko. Sikabusi, who will pick up the pieces now for Harrow. Jack Smith, who hasn't been troubled too much this evening. James. An important defensive touch in there from Alaji. Here's Emmanuel. And just a scuffed ball forward there from Milts. Might have been handball. It was the perfect view from the referee, but he waves play on. So here comes a substitute with the ball into the penalty area. Hart with an important touch, but perhaps not an accurate one. As James couldn't quite take it down. Moko. Leonard. Just struggling to build any kind of momentum at the moment, Harrow. His Hart. Leonard. Nallo moves it to the far side. Villa goes early towards the penalty area. Surprise, surprise, Wiltshire is there to win the header. But still, the attempt does come in. Jack Smith comfortable in catching. Wiltshire. To the other goal scorer in Reece Cole. This is Villa taking it down for Harrow. Adenola was forced back towards Hart. Here he is again. As Harrow look for a strong finish to the first half. Try and get themselves back into it for the second 45. Good play from the number 10, who was heavily outnumbered. Shadow did well to carry the ball away. And Harrow get themselves the free kick. Foul on Noel Williams. Fortunately, one to get away from Moko initially, but here is the number 7. Hart. Pressure from James. Once again, confident goalkeeping from Jack Smith. We heard the call early from here. Just about to find out how much stoppage time there will be at the end of the first 45. 4 minutes added on. That's been a couple of injuries.
4 minutes added time, an additional 4 minutes added time.
So here come Hayes and Yeading on the far side. Fantastic work as they look to go on and on for a third. And they were so close to getting it. Milts with the effort. That flashed wide across the face of the goal. But he was so free inside the penalty area. No one in red picking him up. Perhaps it should have been a third. And he goes from Knightsbridge. Wiltshire did win the header again, but couldn't find a teammate this time round. There's a good play from Nola. And I think there was a handball in there, so Borough had themselves the free kick. Might just be a late chance now for Harrow in this first half to deliver the ball into the box. Try and get themselves a goal back before the end of the first half, though still get that chance. Breaks off for Moko on the near side. And once again too close to Jack Smith. You understand he will take his time down on the ground. Cole for Wiltshire. It's a great pick out from Cole. James picks it up now. Villa there defensively for Harrow. And not winning the free kick for Harrow. It'll be the same again now. The last minute of first half stoppage time. Exactly where Hayes and Yeading will want the ball. And you'd expect from the crowd behind the goal a little bit of protest for the free kick. The ball was won, but I think after contact with the man. And one last first half pump forward from Knightsbridge. And that was the first of the action of the first 45 in the cup final. It's the defensive players doing the work from an offensive point of view in that first half. Reece Cole headed the Hayes and Yeading into the lead, and just a couple of minutes later it was the fellow centre-back Wiltshire with the second. There's been chances for more for Hayes and Yeading, but a couple of chances too for Harrow Borough before falling behind, and a couple after. With a half-time score, Hayes and Yeading 2, Harrow Borough 0. Welcome back to the home of Harrow Town, where it's second half action in the cup final. Hayes and Yeading lead by 2-0 going into the second half. It was 2 goals in 2 minutes, around the 30-minute mark, which so far has taken things away from Harrow, who were out early for this second half. You do see that from the losing side quite often in football. They've been standing there a good 3 or 4 minutes. But Hayes and Yeading out now too, as we're almost set for second half action. It was the 2 defensive players getting the goals, Reece Cole and Jerry Wiltshire. But first, looks like there's going to be a substitution on the far side for Harrow Borough, just prior to second half kickoff. Harrow Borough have won this competition in 1982-83, 1992-93 and 14-15. They're going to have to overturn a 2-goal deficit to win it again this season, as Turner has just come on before the start of the second half to try and change things up. The most important thing that they need to change, though, is the scoreline. It's Hayes and Yeading who will get us going again. And it's Jalla who stands over the ball. And the side in all white get us underway for the second half. They'll hope for more of the same. Harrow Borough will look for something completely different. They did play the cup final in 2011, Hayes and Yeading. They lost that time. They're 45 minutes away from claiming their first Middlesex Senior Cup trophy, and they might be close to a third here. What a sublime ball forward. What a sublime goal it would have been if James could get any kind of contact. It's Knightsbridge who does claim. And long he goes for Borough. James. So Hayes and Yeading gets the second balls, and James is trying to drive forward. We saw that passage for Emmanuel. So that's smashed away by Hart, but not the right way. And in fact, it stayed in play. So free kick goes the way of Borough. And Hearts will hope for an improvement in terms of a kick forward this time. Doesn't look like there's going to be any kind of short option for the number 5. And he does improve with the kick forward this time. Couldn't have got too much worse. So it's Cole, who couldn't keep it in play. So Borough will be able to make their way up the field. Adenola goes down the line. Turner. It's the first we've seen of the substitute in this second half. Leonard just about keeping things alive. So Knightsbridge will at least think about taking the throw. Does leave it for Billa. Angelo was just sleeping there in terms of putting the pressure on Harrow Borough. That's a great ball down the line, and this could be a chance for Harrow Borough. The chance that is denied by the flag of the linesman on the far side. Owington, who came on midway through the first half. It was Chakwa who was injured. So Wiltshire, who's been good in terms of getting on the end of free kicks, will take this one now. Great touch from Emmanuel. Field. Fantastic work from James. James wants it back again. James gets it back again. But Knightsbridge does well to come off his line, but the move isn't done there as Emmanuel could be in. Heroic defending, really. Initially from the goalkeeper, Jacob Knightsbridge, but he needed help from his defenders and he got it. So here come Harrow Borough down the other end. And it was the low ball in, that was dangerous too. Leonard tried to keep it alive. In the end might have caused problems for his side. So Cole couldn't form a breakaway. This is Adenola. It's another low ball in. Leonard again. I think the wind just seemed to take it away there. This is better from Harrow Borough. And this is Billa. Manuel now, and he's done so well. Completely outnumbered to win his side the free kick. Not quite as well done with taking it. This is Hart. Nice little attempt of a flick over the top. Williams. Well seen. Nico Williams couldn't get there second time round. Here's Adenola. Not a bad spell this for Harrow Borough. Not at the right end though at the moment. That's well one back, and it's a foul that's given against James. It didn't look like much. The number 10's furious with the linesman on the near side. But I think Harrow Borough might have just got away with one there. Knightsbridge goes long. And this is coming right towards us on this near side. Spiller will take the throw for Harrow Borough. A more accurate clearance that time round. And Emmanuel will keep on chasing here. And he's forced Hart under too much pressure. Thrown infield by Fernelli. Manuel was claiming for something. Wiltshire gets there first. First the ball again, the number 5. So Knightsbridge will go again with the goal kick, and I'm sure the crowd just behind him will go again in terms of trying to put the number 1 off. Hunger goes towards this near side. It's well taken down. Here's Biller. Adenola. Not the pass he wanted there, the number 2. Yeading looking to drive forward. James, who just hesitated, was never really going to reach it after the deflection. One from Knightsbridge. One by James towards Emmanuel, and he's got an option ahead of him, and this could be a chance for number 3 as the goalkeeper rounded. But what about that for defensive work? Adenola that time getting it off the line. It's the second time in this second half that Hayes and Yeading have been denied on the goal line, and so close for Jola. And despite the 2 goals and a lot of chances, this is the first corner that Hayes and Yeading have had this evening. They've been accurate from free kicks, and they're almost accurate from the corner too. Cole looking to keep things alive. Same again now. Again, it's Wiltshire getting there first. Towering highest, and he'll look to do the same again from this corner too. A 3rd goal, and surely that is that, even this early into the second half. And they might be going for that 3rd goal. I think the play might have to be stopped if Hayes and Yeading don't get that shot away quickly, but they do! And there is that 3rd goal. That does surely finish things off. Harrow Borough furious. They wanted the play to be stopped. But what about that for a rocket past Knightsbridge? And Wiltshire at it again. And off the field, there was quite a lot of protests to the referee from Harrow Borough. As I say, they wanted the play stopped for a head injury.
Hayes getting 3rd goal of the game, score number 5, Jerry Wiltshire.
Things going from bad to worse at the moment from Harrow Borough. A player down, another goal down. And a long way back now for Harrow Borough. There was a long conversation between the referee and Adenola. Might have been shown yellow just outside of our viewing. But we can see here how long the number 4 Ikabusi was down, holding his head. And the play still yet to get back underway. Ikabusi staying down. currently on the right side of your screen. The good news, of course, of any head injury is that he is sitting up now. He should be okay. I think what's going on in his mind at the moment is why the play wasn't stopped. That is the good news, is that he is up and he is okay now. But what isn't okay for Harrow Borough is that they find themselves 3 goals down in the cup final. It's going to need some comeback to stop Hayes and Yeading from lifting the trophy. And it's already just over half an hour's time away. So away we go. And let's see what the latest reaction from Harrow Borough is to be. As Wiltshire there again. He's been their best attacker and defender really all evening. James. And then confusion between Hart and Biller. Hart eventually gets it clear. Cole Brown will take this throw. Nasher goes back towards James. And then Nasher goes down. Nothing from the referee. And at least for Harrow Borough, a chance to get themselves up the field with this goal kick. That's what Jacob Knightsbridge has done every time. And that's what he'll do again. It's coming straight back at Harrow Borough though. So here's Omoka. Haven't seen too much of him in this second half. Adenola for Hart. Forced into too much pressure, the number 5. Struggling for an option at the moment. Eventually going down the line. Akabusi. Just went inside the throw, not quite where Harrow Borough want it. And it goes from Adenola. There's a tussle going on the far side. Hayes and Yeading look to break out with it. And they're giving it away. Here's Emmanuel. And Emmanuel's got a shooting opportunity. And a shooting opportunity that he takes. It was never going to be a Hayes and Yeading goal-scoring game without an Emmanuel goal. As the number 9 strikes goal number 28 personally this season. And the supporters' player of the year gets a goal in the cup final, and what a goal too. And if there was any kind of hope for Harrow Borough, surely that's completely out the window now. And really, for the next half an hour or so, it's all about saving themselves from complete embarrassment, as here comes some changes for Hayes and Yeading. Fisher is one of the players who will be coming on. Nasher off. And then for the second of the changes, looks like Sharman who is coming on for Jalla.
Second substitute for Yeading, coming off the pitch, number 18, Reece Cole, will be replaced by number 14, Jamie Hanlon.
In fact, it was actually Reece Cole, it was the 18 that was held up, not the number 8. So Jalla is still on the field. I think every Hayes and Yeading player wants to stay on the field at the moment with this scoreline. Thoroughly enjoying themselves this evening. Here's Biller. Leonard. Biller again. Jalla. Great ball towards the far side. Well seen off by Amaka. I think if you're Knightsbridge, you just got to keep it away from Wiltshire. He's won every single header this evening. Not required that time. That was a good take from Mikabusi. Nice to come towards Jolla. Here they come again. Emmanuel, just too much for the number 9 to get onto it. Hart. And again, Hayes and Yeading win it high up. Here's Jolla, he's called on to shoot. The shot that couldn't find the target. Everyone wants a goal at the moment for Hayes and Yeading. Harrow Borough going to make another change, their third of the evening. That's what's delaying the goal kick from being taken at the moment. As will be the man with the head injury before Ikabusi's coming off. So we'll be back underway with this Harrow Borough goal kick. For the first time this evening, it's played short. Knightsbridge will have to change his approach this time round. Wiltshire again first to it. James looking to flick it on. Hart gets there first, but Emmanuel picks up the pieces. First bit of defensive work now for Bloom, the latest of the substitutes. Wiltshire. Brown. Pressure on Adenola. Harrow Borough still break out with the possession. This is Biller. Leonard. Bloom for Hart. Amoka. Another bad spell of possession so far from Harrow Borough. As I say that, it will end, although they're back on it in a more promising position this time. Here's a mucker. Leonard. So he moves it along towards Villa. Just too much on the ball into the penalty area. Bloom will try and recycle the move. Leonard takes it down. Leonard, can he get a shot away? One thing that is for sure is that Hayes and Yeading will break away. Emmanuel the only option to the right, but he was never really free. This is Adenola. They'll get a second chance of the move forward. It's James and he's got options. James finds Emmanuel. He might have just overplayed it there this time round. But every time Harrow Borough come forward, there's always a breakaway from this side. Hayes and Yeading. And that breakaway ended in a shot towards Knightsbridge. It was always going to be a comfortable save, but one that had to be made from the Harrow Borough number 1. But you can tell when shots are coming in from that kind of range that everyone's enjoying themselves if you're playing for Hayes and Yeading.
Harrow Borough's third substitution coming off the pitch, but that was number 4, Izuna Ikabuasi. It was replaced by number 6.
And just watch the number 5, Wiltshire. He's on a hat-trick despite playing at centre-back. It's Nico Williams who's marking him. It's going to be a tough job for the Harrow Borough number 11. As it goes in towards Wiltshire again, Jacob Knightsbridge doing his duties that time. Not quite with the distribution. Might just be the first touch for Jack Smith in this second half. And that looks a foul. It will be a foul on the number 10, Alochi. And there's a man down currently off the picture, just in the centre. And Alex are being called on. I think it's Neil Williams, I should say, who's down. And you just see the billboard right on that far side. Another substitution is being prepared for Harrow Borough. Here was the first of the goals in terms of this second half from Wiltshire. This was when things went from bad to worse. What a hit from Emmanuel. And what's surely going to crown Hayes and Yeading the Middlesex Senior Challenge Cup 2023 in just over 20 minutes time. I wonder if it will be Noel Williams who makes way. The good news is that he is able to walk off the field himself. But will it be for the last time this evening? I think it will be. I've just seen the number 11 on the billboard. So it's Sharman who will be coming on.
Number 11, Isaiah Noel Williams, who will be replaced by number 14, Jaden Sharman.
So what can Sharman do for the last 18 minutes or so in the final? So it goes from Knightsbridge. Wiltshire there again with the header. Villa looking to keep things alive for Harrow Borough. James. 2 players around him. And looks like he retaliated by pulling down Bloom. And it looks like the card's out too for James. And the first Hayes and Yeading yellow card in this game. I'm sure he won't mind too much there, James. But the wind's really picked up in this second half, which has gone against Harrow Borough. Playing right into it. Wiltshire gets it away. Here's Hart. One number 5 to another. Great work on that far side, and here come Harrow Borough. A really poor ball. Which at least gives Jack Smith something to do with the goal kick. I think the man in orange might be getting cold by now. Early towards Emmanuel. Flag stays down on this near side. Here is Emmanuel. And there was a clever ball over the top, but the flag raised. So Knightsbridge will... oh no, he won't leave this one for Hart. He will now take for Harrow Borough. The West Ham loanee goes long. And a little bit too much pulling going on in the centre. Leonard wins the free kick. On from Hart towards Biller. James wins the first header. Here's Leonard. And in the end, it was two Harrow Borough players getting in each other's way. They put it back again on the far side. The ball goes in towards the back post, but too close to Jack Smith, who's quick to distribute. James. Manuel did well to keep it for Hayes and Yeading as he looks to play the early ball in behind. Well seen off by Bloom. Wiltshire. Back with them again. Fisher now. Field. Just enjoying the possession at the moment. The side in white. James just behind Emmanuel. They'll be happy in getting it back again. Hayes and Yeading. As the Olé is now ringing out from the crowd behind the goal on the opposite side. Fisher. Claims a handball, waved away by the referee, but claims for a free kick not. Foul on Cole Brown. Wiltshire. Harrow Borough happy to drop deep at the moment. Every time they press, there's always seems to be a breakaway from Hayes and Yeading. And really, every time there's a Harrow Borough attack, it's almost guaranteed that Hayes and Yeading will go up down the other end. So here is Wiltshire. It's a great ball over to the far side. Van Rally for Wiltshire. Cole Brown. James. A slight tug of the shirt from Biller. Jodder looking for Emmanuel. Hart there first for Harrow Borough. And, got it away, not quite in the direction he would have wanted. Wiltshire. I think for Harrow Borough now, really the focus has got to turn back to the league, where they are 4 points off of safety, sat in 19th at the moment. They've done brilliantly still to get to this cup final, as the time ticks down now to 10 minutes left of it. I think there is only one winner. It's a nice switch this time, going short towards Bloom. A lot of pressure on the number 16, but he's done well to avoid it so far. Field. Back with the number 6. And we haven't seen too many strong challenges like that so far in this final. There was the first clean one at least. Bloom will take this throw now for Harrow Borough. Bloom again. It's been a little bit of a spark at right back since coming off of the bench. He was warming up at half time, right in front of us. This is Knightsbridge. Knightsbridge had a lot of pressure on him again, and this is Sonny Hart, and he did also have pressure. He's conceded the free kick. And considering how bitterly cold it's got now, must be a painful one from Emmanuel, who's lying down on the ground. Right thump into the number 9. And look who's highest up at the moment for Hayes and Yeading. It's Wiltshire again. And if he can get his head to it again, he could be in for a hat-trick. And to be honest, even if he was the only Hayes and Yeading player in the penalty area, he'd still be favourite to win the first ball. Others joining him in there now. So Hayes and Yeading looking for number 5. And what a ball to try and get it. The move's still alive. In the end, just broke out towards Knightsbridge, who started to break out for Harrow Borough. Aloji looking to drive around the outside. Down he goes. And no foul from the referee. You can see there, he's initially pulled back the number 6 Field. That might have been a free kick, but what definitely was a free kick was Field then tripping up the number 10. So we take a look at the Hayes and Yeading chance. I wonder if there's a back pass in there from Biller as well. Maybe that's less obvious.
Substitution for Hayes and Yeading United. Coming off the pitch, number 11, Taylor Miles, going to be replaced by number 15, Hikram Olay.
That's Olay on for Miles. We've seen the crowd behind the goal to our right giving the Olays in the last 5 minutes or so. Every time that Hayes and Yeading get the ball. Serious Wiltshire. He must be pretty knackered having to drag his way himself forward for every set piece that Hayes and Yeading have got. And then back again to centre back. It's Brown. Here he is again, the number 2 for Wiltshire. Field for Fisher. How about that for a touch there from James? Not quite the same from Fisher though, in terms of quality. Slonger goes from Knightsbridge. He took a tumble after the kick up the field. Bloom, a lot of pressure on him, and I think might have been a foul. No, says the referee, but Hayes and Yeading have it anyway. On the line from Bloom. They'll be coming straight back up. Harrow Borough. Field. James. He's been brilliant at those kind of first time layoffs all evening. The Hayes and Yeading number 10. Here's Aloji. The opposition number 10 trying to make something happen. Just want to decide the throw. Adenola. He's moved over to this near side. Started the evening at right back. Wiltshire gets it clear, but not far enough. Hart. Bloom now. So no way through for Harrow Borough. So Hayes and Yeading just over 2 minutes away, plus of course stoppage time, which might be quite lengthy, from a first Middlesex Senior Challenge Cup trophy. Before the two teams, both Hayes and Yeading, combined in 2007, there were cup finals for the individual sides. There's been one since they did combine. That was in 2011. They lost that one. They won't be losing here, that's for sure. Even if their latest effort does sky over the crossbar. And time for one last substitution. Just delaying the goal kick for now.
Substitution for Yeading coming off of the pitch. Number 8, Hassan Jallo, who will be replaced by number 16, Luke Bobby.
So Bobby on for the last minute or so. And off goes Jallo for one last time. I mentioned Jack Smith, how he might be getting cold in goal for Yeading. He's comfortably just lying on the ground for a moment there, then diving from side to side, keeping himself warm. He's had hardly anything to do in this second half, and the wind's played its part, that's for sure. So Yeading, they've been brilliant, as they are looking for number 5 in the last minute of the normal time. Fisher. Shear. Lodgy picks it up now for Harrow Borough, and down he goes. Adenola for Alochi. Back with the number 2 again. This is Hart. Might have been a foul in there on the far side. Referee plays on. And Jack Smith goes long. And it's just 3 minutes that's been added on at the end of the 90.
The fourth officials indicate there'll be a minimum of 3 minutes added time. A minimum of 3 minutes added time.
I think it's one of those situations when we've seen the amount of injuries that we've had and players down in this second half. Really the same amount as in the first half, but a complete contrast in stoppage time. I think when the scoreline is so one-sided, that stoppage time just lowers a little bit, so it is just the 3 minutes. This is Biller. Did well to try and get around the outside. Leonard breaks out of it now for Harrow Borough. And they give the fans that have travelled to Hanwell Town something to cheer. Very late on indeed. Balloon gives it away to Fisher, and it looks like Yeading might be getting one last cheer. Can Emmanuel get in behind? Here is the number 9. Big chance again, and a goal again. As he celebrates with the travelling support right behind the goal. They've been brilliant making the noise all evening, but all 11 players on the field for Yeading have been superb too, including this man, Emmanuel, who was kept quiet in terms of the goals in the first half, but he's got 2 in the second 45 now. Each finish as good as the other, and it's 5 for Yeading now, as they get the perfect finish to a perfect evening, where they will lift the Middlesex Senior Challenge Cup trophy. And they've only got a minute to wait. So here is Biller for Harrow Borough. And Yeading